Glorify the King. Today is the 18th day of June 2013. Today I went to Justice Milton, the Honorable Mr. Justice Milton Evans, Supreme Court today, to inquire on two preferred orders so I can defend myself in respect to my appeal. Last week on the 11th of June 2013, Justice Milton Evans, sir, I came, the Honorable Justice, to your chambers inquiring on the transcript and the order in respect to that you made on the 31st of May 2013 in respect to this transcript. This is the transcript. Paid $5 for this. Paid $5 for this to the lady in the library in your office at the Supreme Court building. This is what the case is against me. Okay? This is what they're saying. All right? Now, sir, no way in this, 10 pages, 50 cents a page, and this is supposed to be the rough hand work from the clerk of Justice Milton Evans, Mr. Wilton Pinder. I asked Mr. Pinder on last week for the preferred orders in respect to your ruling in the matter of Amos Miller, Tiffany Miller, and the First Caribbean International Bank, and that the ruling in respect to May 31st, 2013, at 11 o'clock, sir, it was the case. This is what everyone is saying. Where is my chance to speak? Where is my voice? Under the Universal Declaration of Human Rights and under the Constitution of this country, the Bahamas, I have a right to an appeal. And if, even under the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, my rights have been violated for any reason, I have a right to an appeal. Now, I cannot appeal my case, Justice Milton Evans, without the preferred orders. My attorney requested from me to ask the clerk, Wilton Pinder, at Justice Milton Evans' office, for the preferred orders. One for May 31st, 2013, in respect to Amos Jr. Miller, Tiffany Patricia Miller, and the First Caribbean International Bank. There is nothing in here, sir, in respect to, this is basically the transcript in respect to your ruling in the matter of Tiffany and Amos Miller in respect to the divorce, they say. You granted that divorce, sir, the 10th of April, 2012. This, sir, is your ruling in respect to the divorce, they say, between my ex-wife and myself, and visitation and rights of the children. This is the humble truth, and now I like to have an opportunity, providing I am able to and granted the preferred orders, so I can. Now, the office of Justice Milton Evans said to me today that they have not gotten the preferred order from the bank as yet. Today is the 18th day of June. Justice Milton Evans, sir, I have a right to an appeal. My constitutional rights have been violated. My universal rights, protection of my universal rights have been violated. And I demand remedy from the Supreme Court and from all justice who would hear this tape. This divorce is okay. However, I just did not want the young lady in question, the second cousin of Bishop Neil Clarence Ellis. Mr. Wilson, the home in question, sir, we got that home. You were the insurance company. Okay? You were the insurance company. Okay? I stood up in this country for the poor and needy. No one is going to be able to take my home if money have anything to do with it. Because I still have rights in this country. And no one is going to take away my hereditary right, my democratic right, or my universal right as a Bahamian in this country. Now, yes, your honorable wife, sir, does a lot of business with the First Caribbean International Bank, like Sunshine Insurance, like the Bahamas government. No one is going to sell me out. My grandfather, Willis Miller, he went on the contract to fight and save this economy. He came back, and along with my grandmother, mother of my father, and father of my father. And because of my mother, I'm here. Now, some powerful people believe that they can take whatever they want to take from whoever they want to take it from, whenever they wish to take it. Well, on this 10th page, under the Universal Declaration of Human Rights and the protection, my individual protection, I have enough talent to pay off my debt. You can only take my things if I am not able to pay. If I am able to pay, then I ought to be given an equal opportunity to pay what is necessary for these children. Now, that's enough for this. This is the divorce being TL to it. So I would like to have, in respect to this divorce, in respect to when it was first set out in 2011, 00271-2011. I would like to have the transcript for the meeting of May 27, 2013 in respect to case number 00271-2011 that was heard before the Honorable Mr. Justice Milton Evans, the Supreme Court, Suffrage Square, East Street, Nassau, Bahamas. I would like to also have the transcript for the 27th of May 2013 in respect to this case. I will now also turn my attention to the transcript that I have requested today, and for the second time. On the 11th of June 2013, I went to the Honorable Mr. Justice Milton Evans Supreme Court inquiring on the order that, and the transcript, and at the time I did not know the word preferred. I just asked for the order, and then after getting an attorney, I understand we need to have our preferred orders in our possession within a reasonable time so I can defend my constitutional and democratic and sovereign right in this country. Now, my situation in respect to paying is a unique one that when my side of the story is told, I will be able to live up to my obligations. Justice Milton Evans, you mentioned that you took my home in respect to, because the home belongs to Amos Miller and Tiffany Miller equally. Now, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights and protection of it says that I have an equal right to what you gave away, sir. And my children's right was violated because I'm their father. Everything that I work for. This property that you mentioned in respect to the divorce, and they say case number 00271-2011. Sir, the case in respect to Amos Miller and Tiffany Miller and the First Caribbean International Bank, I would like to have, as soon as possible, the preferred order so I can appeal both of these cases. The order that you gave, this order that you gave that convened at 2:30, the 5th of June 2013. Sir, with the greatest respect, I have a right to an appeal. And the documents, according to the Constitution, supposed to be given to me immediately or as quick as possible. Now, no matter who we are and what we are, we have rights. No one can walk into your home and take away your children or any possession that you have. And no one has the right to do that to anyone. I do not subscribe and I do not endorse crime or criminality. However, I stand on the word of God. Now, it was God in the book of Genesis what created this world. And he gave certain instructions. The Christian church adheres to that. This is what our preamble of our Bahamian Constitution speaks to. This is what the Universal Declaration of Human Rights gives an individual to choose in respect to religion. Now, I am being persecuted in my country. Chief Justice Sir Michael Barnett, on behalf of General Electric Corporation, I'm being persecuted in this country. The young lady in question works for General Electric Corporation, GE Water Processing Technologies. Now, the persecution in this country in respect to Amos J. Miller, Israel, it ended in 2010, November, to be exact, 24th, on the Steve McKinney show at Gems radio station, when I said on national airwaves what took place. And what took place, it's either right or it's either wrong. Now, because I said it took place and it was wrong, Hubert Alexander Ingram, former Minister of Finance in this country. Bro, do me a favor. Walk over there for a minute and have your telephone call. Because I'm doing a recording, I don't want to be interrupted. All right? Do that for me, please. Hubert Alexander Ingram, former Prime Minister of this country and Minister of Finance. I objected on behalf of my sovereign and individual right when he made the now Chief Justice a senator to then place him into his cabinet as the Attorney General. I objected to that. I objected to that as a Public Relations Committee person of the Progressive Liberal Party, the opposition at the time, knowing and knowing and unknowing certain issues and certain matters. And at the end of the day, the facts is Willis Miller went and saved this Bahamian economy. That's fact one. Fact two, Willis Miller went and not only helped to save this economy in respect to the contract days, he went and fought for you, reigning sovereign, Queen Elizabeth Alexandra Mary II. This is the sovereign seed. This is the seed of Willis Miller. He came back from that war and he founded the ACLA, Acklands, Crooked Island and Long Key Association. Every woman, every male who ever lived in Acklands voted repeatedly for more than a generation for this man to be their president of the Southern Division of y'all exactly know what I'm talking about. And I'm not meaning lodging to just chill either. The facts is clear. If I need to open the books and read them, I'll open them and read them too. Now, Amos J. Miller Israel on Facebook, on Twitter, YAHWEH Creations Images and Designs Limited. The images that I have placed in the atmosphere of the world's medium was done from the Bahamas by a Bahamian, a little barefoot boy from Pinefield, Acklands. Yes, Mr. Christie, you might have the people's political power today. That Sir Lyndon, in my humble opinion, knew that you would not be able to handle and control. Yet your plan, your meaning you, the sitting Prime Minister and Minister of Finance, cannot find an answer for the unemployment in this country. In fact, the unemployment in this country was created. That was part of your plan. The facts is clear. Period. The former Prime Minister denied many Bahamians opportunity to their own natural resources and natural assets. That is clear. $2 billion later, the foreign national invaders, in my view, that I call under the Progressive Liberal Party's governance now, as of the 7th of May 2012, foreign direct invaders. But you see, we were invaded a long time. In my humble opinion, we were invaded by two men from 1976, 2 years before they were introduced to Bahamian politics. Thus, when you add the 35, Mr. Ingram, and I give you two more, that's 37. 3 plus 7, sir, is 10. And by the grace of the Lord, by the time day number 10 comes, the world will know that the little $370,000 that y'all put my little children through hell. Because why? Willis Miller history is greater than who else. He ran in the war. He went on the contract. He came back, and the people voted for almost a half, if not more than a half of a century. And you mean to tell me his grandson, who